Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Two teams normally 7 hours apart will meet in the middle for this neutral site matchup between the Concordia University Wisconsin Falcons and the Hiram College Terriers at the Arrington Ice Arena on the campus of Adrian College here in Adrian, Michigan. Hello and welcome up into the booth. I am Michael Schubeck alongside my partner Alex Herman. Alex, Concordia comes into this game playing their third game in 3 days. Got kind of taken out by Adrian College 4-1 and then 8-1. And Hiram comes in. They haven't played all week. What's Concordia feeling like coming into this third game?
Well, I can tell you one thing. It's a long bus ride out from the west side of the country, and especially playing a top team in Adrian, they really just did not have their weekend, especially in yesterday's game. Bulldogs were all over the ice. They won that game 8-1, and then game number one was a 4-1 win for the Bulldogs as well. So you have to feel like at this point the legs for Concordia extremely tired. Quick turnaround with the games with a late afternoon and another afternoon here today. So they're going to be sure to have their electrolytes on the bench because they're going to need to find some energy.
And on that energy note, Cameron Herlika comes in, gets a start for Concordia. He's played 5 of the last 6 periods for them, came in relief yesterday, played the second and third period. He's allowed 7 goals in the 2 games against Adrian. As a goaltender yourself, what's it feeling like coming in that third game in 3 days for him as well, but kind of getting thrown in yesterday and then has to come back right again today?
Well, it's a similar scene to the rest of his team. I mean, for the most part, you're definitely going to feel tired. The soreness is going to be there in your body, but it has to be short memory, water under the bridge. You can't focus on yesterday or the day before. And, I mean, game one kept it as close as he could keep it. A 3-goal game at 4-1 is nothing to be upset about. And once he came in relief for the second and the third period, did his job, and Bulldogs really just outplayed the Falcons yesterday, and that's why you saw the result be what it was. But keep things simple today. See the puck. Communicate with your teammates. Just all the simple, quick, easy things that you can get done.
Now flipping it over to Hiram. They're struggling in their first year as an NCAA program. 1-16-1 on the season. They have not won an NCAA game since November 5th. They did pick up a win over ACHA D1 Cincinnati last Saturday. Coming in on a win streak technically. What does that fuel this Hiram team coming into today?
Well, it's tough for one thing. When you're a first-year program and you're trying to get everything started, it begins with recruiting. And this is a young team that has mostly underclassmen who are getting early experience to NCAA hockey. As you learn through that season, there are things that you can find out, and you look at their schedule. They play sort of the middle of the pack of the NCAA Division III teams. They play a number of ACHA Division I teams as well. And, of course, picking up a win against the University of Cincinnati the other day, 6-4 in their game number 2. I mean, you just have to come in with a lot of energy. You have to be ready to go. Concordia, by no means, is any slouch of a team, so it's certainly going to be a test for them.
Yeah, Concordia plays pretty middle of the road, about 500 on the season. They do need to win out to keep that 500 mark. What's Jim Masso's message to this team coming in with only 3 games left on the year, trying to finish at that 500 mark?
This could be a statement win for them. Honestly, at this point in the season, they are already qualified for the Harris Cup playoffs, so they will get some NCAA playoff matchups later on in a few couple of weeks. But got to push through yesterday. Similar to the goaltender, water under the bridge, short memory. You have to focus on today. You have 60 minutes ahead of you. This is a team that, as long as you play your game, the odds are in your favor on paper. So I would say simplicity is going to be the key to victory for Masso's Falcons today.
Yeah, Concordia will come back to the campus of Adrian College February 20th for that NCAA tournament. Hopefully see them perform there as we get set for starting lineups. Alex, what are you looking like for the Hiram Terriers?
Well, for the Terriers, it's going to be the forward line of Luca Fernandez, Sam Wessel, and Marcus Olson. On the back end, Cole Mitchell and Gino Hayes. In nets for the Terriers, it's going to be Ianico Amaranto, who's getting the start, the 05 birth year from Johnstown, PA.
Ian Amaranto, their sole win on the season comes from him between the pipes. So we're getting set here. More of this matchup's coming on Hiram now, like we kind of talked about the message to the Concordia team. Obviously, they've had a struggling year, 1-16-1, as we've mentioned. Coach Curto, in his first year, hasn't coached a team since 2016, where he was the associate head for the University of Western Kentucky when he was the associate head coach there. What's his message in his first year back coaching to this Hiram team?
Got to start this game fast, do the little things right, go to the corner, bang some bodies, and just send shots on net and crash the front.
I agree. As we get set over here for Concordia's starting lineup, Alex, take it away.
Forward line for the Falcons, it's going to be Riley Klugerman on the left. Connor Van Wheely, who's our player to watch for this game, comes into today, 20 games played, 12 goals, 12 assists, and 24 points. On his right, it's going to be Alex Ochitwa manning that right side wing. On defense, it's going to be Pierre-Oliver Allard. On the right, Noah Reitman. And in net, it's going to be Cameron Herdlinka, who will get the start here today.
Yeah, Cameron Herdlinka played a phenomenal 2-game series when he was in net, made a lot of diving saves. If you're able to see that game, he was flying around the net, really stopping anything that came at him side to side. As we get set for the national anthem here at the Arrington Ice Arena, we'll send it away. Don't go anywhere. Up next, puck drop between the Falcons and the Terriers on ACTV.
These students who have worked so hard to achieve what so many never achieve. This evening you join the select company of people who hold a baccalaureate degree or a master's degree. You join a privileged group of individuals, a minority of persons in this country, and an even smaller fraction from around the world who have had both the opportunity to pursue higher education and the intelligence, discipline, and determination to reach this goal. You should be very proud.
I will unquestionably miss being an Adrian College Bulldog. I will miss the pink flowers that light up the campus each spring, the dining halls that prompt exchanges of, "How's your day been?" after a long day of classes, and the sporting events that fill students with pride. I will miss the way this campus instantly feels like home each time I set foot on that Bulldog mile.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
Welcome back inside the Arrington Ice Arena as we get set for puck drop here between the Concordia University Wisconsin Falcons and the Hiram College Terriers. Once again, I'm Michael Schubeck alongside my partner Alex Herman. As we are getting set here for puck drop. Concordia will head to their bench. Terriers already ready to go. It'll be Connor Van Wheely taking the faceoff against Sam West here to start. And both netminders, Hrdlicka and Amaranto between the pipes. Here we go, Van Wheely on West. We are underway at the Arrington Ice Arena. West will win the puck back to Mitchell. Mitchell dumps the puck in right away, kicked to the side by Hrdlicka. DDD pass attempted for Aller is tipped away by Terriers. Pressure on West. West turns around, break in, shot saved by Hrdlicka. Great early opportunity there for the Terriers. Battle ensues in the boards. Gonna kick out to Reutman. Tries a quick breakout pass, tipped again. Strong pressure here from the Terriers early. Settling it is Allard behind. Still taking his time as he sits behind the cage. He's got Reutman, who was on his right, but he's swung on a touch pass to Van Wheely. It'll make its way back to Reutman, who slings one around looking for Van Wheely breaking in. Lets it go back to Klugerman. Tipped back behind the cage to Van Wheely. Attempting to make a backhand pass. Great tip there. Makes its way to Klugerman. Hard pressure here from Concordia after a fast start from Hiram.
Like the energy right out of the gate from Hiram to get 2 early shots on net and sort of controlling the pace of play in the opening first minute.
As now yet again the Falcons are sent back into their own defensive zone. Brown sends it to Ronan. Ronan, long stretch pass for Brown. He'll chip it in deep. Lucas on the pressure. Check back there for Hiram. Bouncing around into the hands of Arthurs, who threw a pass that was intercepted. Back in the hands of Forrest, throws one near the goal, just wide of Amaranto. Now the Terriers will come the other way. Galloping through the neutral zone is Arthurs. Picked off there in the middle by Forrest. Tried an outside pass. The puck's bouncing around in the neutral zone. Dumped in by Hiram. Vassallo pressuring as Osmus comes away with the puck. He was the lone goal scorer Friday night for the Falcons. Carter now, and icing will be called on the Falcons.
You can sort of see the tired legs from the Falcons in the first 2 minutes and change. We talked about it a lot during the pre-show. It's really tough to come off of 2 games and head back out to the ice for a third one. Hiram really has the advantage in that only had to travel today and haven't played any games this week, so they certainly have a little bit more energy to start this one.
Yeah, fresh legs for Hiram. Gents taking the draw here. For Hiram loses it. Great win by Carter. And now the Falcons will look to go the other way. Gouvenal, quick pass to Newcomer. Up the sides board, gets dropped back to Gouvenal. DD play on the blue line to Reutman. Gouvenal up top to Allard. Allard taking his time. Down deep again to Reutman. He'll fling around top. One-time pass attempted by Newcomer. But a great block by the Terriers. As again, a loose puck picked up here by Arthurs. Unable to get a shot on net. Newcomer controls the neutral zone for the Falcons. Breaks in. Before it's turned over into the hands of Haynes. Haynes pirouettes at his own blue line. Turns around, makes a quick pass. And a seam pass. Breakaway here. Move shot saved by Herlika. Denies Olsen. Now the puck will sit behind the Terrier net. Falcon net, sorry, as a pickoff here. Newcomer for the Falcons. Trying to make a play of his own before it's taken away and dumped back in by Olsen. And he'll be just behind the red line, and an icing will be called. And it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Falcons.
Well, this is a great save by Concordia's Cameron Hrdlinka. You see the turnover on the blue line. Terriers come screaming out of the zone. Nobody looking behind them, and outstretched with that right side pad keeps it a 0 game. Fantastic stop early from 35 in blue.
Hrdlinka being tested early. 4 shots on goal for the Terriers. Concordia still yet to register a shot.
I think if you would ask many too, you would have figured it would have been the other way around. Concordia, on paper, certainly the better team. But Hiram, a lot of life early on in this game.
Yeah, Hiram looks like they came into this one ready to go, coming off their win against Cincinnati on Saturday. Now Newcomer rips a shot. Saved by Amaranto. Now the Terriers looking to come the other way, moving through the neutral zone was Ward. Tried a quick pass to check. A little behind, ends up being an offsides hand for the referee. Quick pass up again, another loose puck. In come the Terriers and fired just wide by Ward. Up top to the blue line, DDD play here for the Terriers. Long shot tipped in front, and Hrdlinka's gonna get a glove on it. As we have extracurricular activities from Smilowitz.
Well, this is the second time that Hiram is going to catch the Concordia defense lacking. You see the great step-up play there on the blue line. Nobody's looking over their shoulders, leads to an open breakaway right in front of the net. And the right idea to send that low blocker on Hrdlinka, but just a little bit too far off target.
Yeah, 3 great opportunities early here for the Terriers. Now Chitwa will come skating up the ice. Klugerman flies right around, moving on goal. He's going to lose the puck just wide. Great job there by Amaranto, steering him to the outside. Penna will come back and retrieve the puck for the Falcons. Auspice lets it go to Ochitwa on the boards. But again, another turnover by the Falcons. They'll get away with that one. Van Wheelie able to handle the puck and go the other way. He says he'll do it all himself. Van Wheelie takes a shot just wide of Amaranto. This Concordia offense seemingly finally coming to life. Their first shot registered on goal of this game. Van Wheelie on the blue line just dumps it right back in. Klugerman will chase after it. That's Pro. Trying to win the battle for the Terriers. Now it's Arthurs. Van Wheelie moves it back to Allard, who lofts one on goal. And off the chest of Amaranto.
Need to have somebody crashing the front of the net there for that rebound. That popped out way loose. Could have been a free puck to stuff it in the back of the net.
Amaranto finally getting some shots on goal after not being tested for the earlier part of this game. Up top to Kroyman. As it's tipped in front just wide. Some pressure here from Concordia. Kroyman had a 5-minute major in last night's game. Lucas, DD pass to Kroyman, and he'll fire it in. Brown chasing after it. Amaranto able to stop it behind the cage. Off the glass and high. Hiram will just get rid of it. But a hustle play here from Haynes trying to get to the puck in time. Concordia able to defend as now the Terriers on offense. Bouncing around in front, controlled by Ausmus. He'll take the space given to him. A lot of space here for Ausmus. Backhand saucer pass off the boards to Forrest. Forrest battling Haynes in the corner. He'll get some help from Lucas. Now up top to Penna. Penna hits Reutman. Reutman again, just wide of Amaranto. As Penna floats one off of a Terrier stick and up into the netting.
Can sense a little bit of a momentum shift now in the favor of the Falcons. They seem to be a little bit more comfortable as the first couple of minutes have rolled on in this first period. You saw earlier some defensive zone lapses, but the past couple of shots and shooting attempts going in their favor. And that's sort of what you expect from this Concordia squad.
Yeah, Concordia, after struggling in the first part of this game, like you said, they got over that initial Terrier push. They've been playing well since. Puck one back to Penna. Gouvenal comes in to relieve. Gouvenal taking all the time in the world, makes his D-to-D pass to Reutman. They'll go Reutman back to Gouvenal. Newcomer on the blue line. Gouvenal again back there, dumping the puck in. A lot of work here on this shift from Gouvenal, and he'll take the shot himself, but it's just wide of Amaranto. Now check behind the net, loses the puck to Newcomer. It'll fly right in front, but nobody home for the Falcons to be there. Penna. D-to-D pass to Reutman. He'll sauce one over to Newcomer. Newcomer, quick pass between the legs to Carter. Carter driving in. He's got Gouvenal back door. A little bit out of reach of Gouvenal, who's had a fantastic shift, been all over the Terriers. And they'll go back to him. Gouvenal on the hash mark, dumps it around to Carter. Carter attempting to chip it back to Gouvenal. The Terriers finally gain control as Petsky, the extra skater, will get some time here, and a loft towards the net by Maximu.
Two of the best looks of the day so far for the Falcons. Rebound chances are right there. Again, simple thing, if you just crash the net, you can hopefully pick that puck up out of the blue paint. But now you see Concordia starting to generate some solid offense. Shots 4 to 5 at the moment.
Yeah, Concordia has the possibility to dominate this Terrier team in the offensive zone, as we're seeing right now. A shot from Allard's blocked. Great stick work there by Ronaldo. Allard cycles it back to Orme Lynch, who does a quick cross-ice pass to Wersing. Back to Allard. Allard up top to Petsky, who let one fly, and it's just wide of Allard. Rebound, shot, save! Amaranto in front of the net, and now we have some extracurricular activities.
I like this play in zone from the Falcons. Whipping the puck around full cycle, and the shot selection from up top to try and pinch that through some traffic, absolutely excellent. Put that on net, maybe that takes a bounce off a pad or somebody's shin pad again.
Allard has had some trouble controlling the puck. A couple of weird rebounds have dropped right in front of him. No Falcon in front to capitalize yet. Van Wheely taking the draw here in the offensive zone. Against Arthurs. Arthurs will be sent out of the face-off dot. In to relieve him is Vassallo. Van Wheely wins it back to Ochitwa. Cross quick to Kroyman. Back to Ronan up top. He'll let one fly. Blocked there by Arthurs. He'll do a quick chip up. The Terriers again. Another opportunity. Flying in front. Great defensive play by Kroyman. Now the Terriers back coming the other way. It's Vassallo. But again, Kroyman, great defensive shift from him, able to beat Vassallo back to the puck. As Ronan got a little bit too much height on that one. Pulled out the lob wedge and sent it to the roof.
They're going to have to pay the invoice for that one. Luckily, some protective cage on the fluorescent lights hanging from the ceiling here at the AIA, but take our face-off back to our right.
Not too many times you see the lights being hit. It's normally the banners.
Well, there's a lot of banners, and for good reason.
You see all Adrian College's accomplishments hung up here. Ochitwa, but it's going to be cut off. Great shot here. Terriers opportunity. And a quick play there. It's a shot by Lockwood, unable to connect. Now we have a hand pass call here.
Didn't fully catch that whistle, and looks like Cameron Erlinka is staying down a little bit. I don't know if he's in any kinds of pain right now, but kind of gingerly getting up. They might go check on him here.
Saw him a few times yesterday sit down during different breaks. He wasn't always standing, didn't always kind of move during face-offs. He'd sit there on the ground doing exactly what he was doing just then.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to see a goaltending change here.
We are. It's going to be number 31, Blake Hazelton, coming in to relieve. Hazelton started the game yesterday for the Falcons, but was relieved by Hrdlicka in the second period.
That's a tough scene for Hrdlicka. Didn't fully catch what had happened, maybe whether he just moved the wrong way or got bumped at the last second, but he's going to get checked out here. It's always possible, too, if he's okay, he can come back into the game at some point, but take our face-off in the neutral zone, 11:01 to go here in the first period.
He's played a lot of hockey the last 2 days. Maybe he's a little bit of a cramp for Hrdlicka. As Auspice will control the puck for the Falcons. Lucas dumps it back around. Brown will beat a Terrier there, but again, another turnover. Check. We'll ring it around the boards. Lucas for the Falcons. A chip around by Forrest here, and he gets another stick-on puck. Forrest stops, and he's going to take a tumble. Lucas. Cross-ice pass for Penna. This Terrier team hard pressing at the blue line. Forrest behind the cage. Up front, looking for a quick passage shot to Lucas, but he's unable to get good wood. Auspice drives around, takes a sharp angled shot off of Amaranto. Now here come the Terriers the other way, and it's picked off by Allard. An errant pass from Smilowitz. Now Pretorius will take the space in front of him, and a really easy offsides call there for the referee, as Ward was about at the top of the circle by the time the Terriers crossed the blue line. Terriers win the face-off back. It's going to be Ronaldo dumping the puck in deep off of Hazelton. Reutman is going to come up with speed. Reutman's got plenty of speed. He's got Carter with him, and he'll throw it around Newcomer. Lets it fly back, but a Terrier is there. Great play by Smilowitz. Over to Gouvenal. Gouvenal taking his time, trying to thread one to Newcomer. Tipped in the progress. Allard retrieves. Reutman. Again, another cross-ice pass attempted and tipped, but Newcomer able to get a stick on it. Takes a shot just over Amaranto. Gouvenal. Back pass to Ronan. Carter trying to beat Vassallo there. Vassallo does a nice job, but Newcomer again. Carter breaking in. Kind of throws an errant pass, looking up top for Gouvenal, but Damian Carter.
He definitely thought he had reinforcements in the slot there and just didn't take a head check as he was letting that pass go.
As Carter, another spinning backhand pass, finds Gouvenal's stick eventually, who rifles a shot over Amaranto, but now the Terriers trying to break out of the zone here. It's been hard pressure from the Falcons. Koyman, DDD to Ronan. Gouvenal now taking his time. We'll just chip it in and head off for a change. Maximil. Terriers finally able to break out of the zone, but another errant pass allows Penna to get a stick on, and here comes Worsing. Worsing to Maximil, but picked off by Mitchell. As we're at it's going to be tipped up to the netting there. It'll be an offensive zone draw for the Falcons. Worsing will take the draw against Emmanuel. Sorry, that's West. Worsing beats the draw there. Penna, quick play here, shot in front of the net, rebound. It's still loose. Rebound again, another save by Amaranto. Hard pressure here from the Falcons. Auspice. Orme Lynch now moves it to Penna. Penna breaks around, great speed. Tries to float one in front, nobody's home. Auspice lets one fly. Maximil in the corner. It'll be taken away by Pretorius. Worsing trying to beat out any Terrier in front of him. Maximil now battling again in the far other quarter. Orme Lynch coming in to assist. We have a 2-on-2 sparring match here in the corner. Worsing will come up with it, drive toward the goal. And a nice turn away from Amaranto. An attempted pass here by Fernandez goes a little bit too far, and icing will be called.
You saw on this couple of plays ago, right off the draw, Falcons take this to the point, they send it on net. The first save there by Amaranto, sitting on top of the crease, mad scramble on top of the paint. One of those situations where you hope you can pull it out of the pile, but the puck bouncing everywhere, difficult to do so.
Great job by Amaranto being able to stay level-headed through all that chaos, keep the puck out of the cage as Van Wheelie will send a pass up the middle, taken away by Pretorius. Allard comes back for the Falcons to retrieve. Now a 2-on-2 battle into the corner will go the Falcons' way. Allard wins it. Now the puck bounces around in front, again loose, and here comes Hazelton out to get some leather on it.
Good early save here for Blake Hazelton. Of course, yesterday played the first period against the Bulldogs, just didn't have his best showing. You see Reddy right there, jumps on top of that puck for a quick whistle.
Great job by Blake Hazelton. Hasn't seen many shots today compared to his partner, Hrdlicka. And an icing call here will go on the Falcons. Terriers set up with an offensive zone draw. They have not had many of those today.
Yeah, other than the first 3.5 minutes, a lot of the play has been dominated in the Falcon offensive zone to our left. You can see a little bit more of the depth for Concordia starting to show its true colors.
As the Falcons, wraparound breakout pass handled by Klugerman. Kroyman now tries to go back cross ice to Klugerman, unable to get a full stick on it, but Ochitwa comes breaking in. A great opportunity there, and a high stick by Klugerman will keep the puck in the Falcons' offensive zone. Kroyman over to Klugerman. Has Van Wheelie breaking through. He'll move it to him. Van Wheelie trying to create some space and some offense here. Still 0-0 knotted up in this first period. Van Wheelie make its way up top to Penna. Penna walks the blue line. He'll chip it to Ochitwa. Ochitwa for Klugerman. Lets one float to Osmus. Osmus is just going to send it back in deep. Van Wheelie's down there in the corner. Ochitwa will control. Makes a great move in front and is knocked off the puck there, but regains control. He'll saucer it to the middle to Van Wheelie. Penna, offensive pressure is off the charts here for the Falcons, but it'll sneak out of zone on their own accord. Osmus takes the space. He's got speed. This is a defenseman right now. Lets one fly and just wide of the cage.
That's a great heads-up play by the senior and Mason Osmus to gallop up the ice with the puck. Realized that Hiram was in a change. Gave him plenty of room to operate. Just needed to keep it a little bit under the bar. Might have found one there to make it a 1-0 game.
Yeah, great shot there. A lot of speed from Osmus on both his skating and the shot. We'll have a neutral zone draw here. The puck went out of play into the Falcons bench. Forrest taking the draw against Jens. Forrest unable to win it. It's one back to Haynes. Haynes dumps one in for the Terriers. Flying in is Ward with pressure. And this Terrier team has created a lot of turnovers in the offensive zone. Allard now able to control it for the Falcons, and here they go. Lucas is going to fling one around. Jumps over Amaranto's stick in front. It's a wide open look for Lucas, who lets one fly over the goal.
Oh boy, was this as good of a chance as you're going to get. I think at the last second the puck just popped up on the blade, but gets run around the boards, tied up in the corner. A great outlet pass from underneath the red line, and that one shelved into the uprights. Falcons knocking on the doorstep with 4:33 to go.
William Lucas searching for his first goal of the year. Unable to capitalize there. Forrest Behind the net, battling. As again, we have another opportunity. Almost hits Lucas in the middle of the ice, but a little bit out of his reach. Allard, D to Ronan, who tries a long pass for Forrest, unable to connect, and it'll be an icing call on the Falcons.
It's again another instance from Concordia where they're controlling in the offensive zone, but for whatever reason, a couple of pucks just jumping over their stick at the blue line, and if they're able to hold those, you get an extra shot or two, an opportunity to score. Just got to bear down at that point and hope you can make something happen.
Yeah, we saw that especially over the weekend against Adrian College. A lot of quick turnovers that resulted in opportunities for the Bulldogs. Falcons have to get that out of their system. They want to prevail in this one. A long pass for Brown will be called a high stick, but Czech will beat it back for the Terriers. He'll move it to Pretoris. He flies one to Olsen, but again, puck loose in front. We've seen a lot of pucks float to that middle of the ice slot area. But no Falcon is there to capitalize. So now we have a 2-on-3 battle for the puck on the near side boards. Gouvenal chasing down Czech. Czech with a quick play to Pretoris. Makes its way back to Czech, and a great play from Carter, able to steal the puck away. For the Terriers are able to get the Terriers had possession as a quick lapse in judgment. Now Pretoris plays D to Czech. Czech throws one off with a stick of West, and it'll float down the ice for an icing call, and the Falcons are set up in the offensive zone.
I think there was frustration on both sides of the benches there on the past couple of plays, a couple of miscues from the Falcons and the Terriers not being able to clear it out of their defensive zone. I mean, we've seen basically the entire first period to our left. No goals to show for it for either team just as yet.
Yeah, 9 shots for the Falcons. Started off the game down in the shot total, and then they've come crawling back in the latter half of this first period. Gouvenal wins it over to the side towards Carter, newcomer. And a battle squeaks out front. Gouvenal sitting there off of his knees, unable to get a full stick on it. And now Pretoris will take it up for the Terriers. Moving with speed is Smilowitz. He sends one off of Hazelton's stick. Pretoris battling, loses it to Gouvenal. Auspice now, we saw him use his great speed earlier. Auspice floats one in front, an opportunity. Carter unable to get it to the net. And again, great defensive play there from the Terriers. Loved by a newcomer as he's sent flying the other way. Pretoris whiffs on it. Gouvenal unable to fully control the puck yet again in the middle of the ice. The Falcons have been coming so close. Another turnover here on their own blue line as Maximu has it tipped. Allard there to relieve. Allard, a 4-on-3 opportunity for the Falcons as Orme Lynch rips one off the pad of Amaranto. Orme Lynch up top to looking for Allard. It will make its way there eventually after sneaking by Arthurs. Pass up top to Allard. He'll move it to Orme Lynch, who lets one go. Unable to get full power on that shot. Just wide of the net. To Reutman. Reutman moving across, quick pass to Wersing, who throws it just off of Amaranto, back in front to Maximu. As Ronaldo sets for the Terriers. Over to Pro. Allard there in the middle of the ice for the Falcons. Orme Lynch lets one fly just over the net. Falcons have become so close over the last 5 minutes, unable to capitalize completely. Kroyman lets one fly right off of the glove of Amaranto. Kroyman again from the stop, just over the crossbar. Ronan to Chitwa, looking for Kroyman again. We'll just send one towards the goal. Chitwa was the man looked for, but it was a great pick off there by Ronaldo. Now the Terriers, 30 seconds left in this first period, trying to get some offensive pressure. They turned the puck over well in their offensive zone. Ochitwa for the Falcons. Last push here of the period. Van Wheely, and he'll float off sides.
Boy, the Falcons really just could not buy one in the past couple of minutes. Plethora of chances as they were just ripping the puck in zone, and lots of shots as well. Bounce is just not going their way just as yet.
Yeah, a couple of opportunities there floated wide and or above the net. Amaranto doing a good job of staying steady. Had to make a couple of saves. Ochitwa moves it over to Penna. 15 seconds left in this period. They need a quick shot opportunity, but the Terriers are going to go the other way. It's Arthurs. He sends one towards the middle. Great back check from Ochitwa to keep this thing knotted up at 0. Arthurs has 0.1 seconds, lets one fly, but the buzzer will go. As this period comes to an end, it's 0-0. Both teams unable to score. A lot of chances there from the Falcons towards the later half of that first period.
Yeah, I thought that Hiram came out of the gate flying. They had plenty of energy, and you saw the number of chances that they had where they were able to get some steals in the neutral zone and towards the blue line area. And then after that, once Concordia started to get more comfortable, they were just firing on all cylinders. 12-9 are shots in favor of Concordia. They're just doing a great job right now. Only gripe is they haven't found the back of the net just as yet.
Yeah, great puck movement from Concordia, Wisconsin. I mean, we've seen them miss a couple of those easy passes in the middle, easy passes back to the D. Hiram's done a good job at getting sticks on pucks, but overall we've seen Concordia do this the last 3 games. What is Jim Masso's how do you handle that as a coach? Because that's not really a coaching level, it's an execution kind of issue that you have if you're Concordia. How do you get that to kind of change over these next 2 periods?
Well, you have to stay calm and you have to stay patient, because when the bounces aren't going your way, the more that you grip your stick and tense up in your body, the more frustrated you're going to get. And you saw some flashes of frustration from the Falcons players who were on the ice, where maybe there was a lack of communication on some of the plays that they were looking to execute on. So at this point, got to go back into the locker room, take a deep breath just to reset and say, okay, we're all right. We can still do this. Even though the game knotted at zeros right now, we're in the fight, and we just got to keep going.
Then if you're Hiram, are you happy with that period? Do you leave 0-0 happy? It feels like you started, like you said, you started the game well, but you kind of got dominated towards the second half of that period.
Well, you can be happy with the start, but if you don't find the back of the net, I mean, you can't be happy at all. I think for them, they're playing a good team right now in Concordia University of Wisconsin, so taking a game tied up into the second period is certainly a small victory, but I'm sure the guys in the locker room will want to score and try and jump on the scoreboard.
All right, it's 0-0 here at the Arrington Ice Arena in Adrian, Michigan. As we will send it away for a short break before the start of the second period. Don't go anywhere. You're watching NCAA Division III hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great, great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus visit.
These students who have worked so hard to achieve what so many never achieve. This evening you join the select company of people who hold a baccalaureate degree or a master's degree. You join a privileged group of individuals, a minority of persons in this country, and an even smaller fraction from around the world who have had both the opportunity to pursue higher education and the intelligence, discipline, and determination to reach this goal. You should be very proud.
I will unquestionably miss being an Adrian College Bulldog. I will miss the pink flowers that light up the campus each spring, the dining halls that prompt exchanges of, "How's your day been?" after a long day of classes, and the sporting events that fill students with pride. I will miss the way this campus instantly feels like home each time I set foot on that Bulldog Mile.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
0-0 is how we're set to start the second period between the Concordia, Wisconsin Falcons and the Hiram College Terriers. As we welcome you back inside the Arrington Ice Arena, I'm Michael Schubeck alongside my partner Alex Herman. Alex, 0-0 game, 0 penalties in that first period. Hiram coming out with 8 blocks. What does that show you about Hiram's defensive commitment?
Well, they're willing to lay the body down on the line and step in front of pucks when they have to, and that's going to be a big part of their game because a high-firing power offense like Concordia is certainly going to get a lot of shots off. And at the moment, 29-11 shooting attempts for the Falcons, but only 16 of them reaching the front of the net. Our shots 16-7, so defense ready to go for Hiram College.
Yeah, as we've seen from Concordia, especially towards the later half of that first period, we saw a lot of those shots, especially near the end, fly over the net, wide of the net. I feel if you tighten that up a little bit, could get a few of those on goal, maybe 1 or 2 squeak by.
Yeah, I think the Falcons were just getting a little bit too jumpy at the end of that period. They certainly want that first goal of the day, and they've earned it on a couple of chances, just hasn't gone their way. But got to slow it down, got to communicate a little bit better, and eventually you're going to find your bounce.
And a solid period there from Ian Amaranto. Stop 16 that he's faced. Obviously, he's had to see 29 leave a stick towards him. So a little bit busy there for Ian Amaranto. And on the flip side, Blake Hazelton came in relief of Cameron Hrdlinka. Really hasn't seen much action since he's come in. How does that kind of mentally play with you? Because you got pulled yesterday, you come today, and you haven't seen much action to start.
Short memory, and this goes back to what we were talking about in the pre-show. Hazelton certainly is a talented goaltender, and he's played a number of games this year that he's been able to be in the net for a win, and he can do his job when he's on his game. And I don't think yesterday was necessarily his fault. The Bulldogs were just red hot with scoring, and they just really dominated the Falcon defense. And I think right now he's looking to bounce back, so he's certainly going to have a lot of energy heading into the second period.
I almost used that as like fuel to add to his fire inside of him as he heads out here today, trying to prove himself again. As we are set for second period puck drop. It'll be that starting line for the Falcons. Van Wheely taking the draw against West. 71 on 71. Van Wheely will win it back to Reutman. Reutman to Allard. Quick pass back out to Van Wheely. He'll dump it right back in cross corner. Chasing is Klugerman. He'll go flying after he tried to lay a hit. Oh, Chitwa to Van Wheely in front, over to Allard. Up top to Van Wheely. He'll let one fly, tipped by Klugerman. In the middle of the ice, just wide of Amaranto. As the Terriers continuing to live in their defensive zone. 3-on-2 battle here in far side boards. Chitwa wins it but throws it to nobody. And it'll go out. Van Wheely able to corral it in the neutral zone for the Falcons before he sends it down for an icing. Not necessarily what you wanted if you're Hiram College to start this period. A lot of pressure in the first 45 seconds from the Falcons. Van Wheely will stay out there, that first line. They can't change on the icing. Hazelton lets that one get a little bit out in front of him. A long pass tips around. Great stick work there from Czech. As a turnover, Allard able to control it for the Falcons before Van Wheely fires one looking for Kroyman. He lofts one on net, tipped up into the netting by Amaranto.
Got another early good save by Amaranto. He's had to be on top of his game today. And really one of the main reasons why this game is still tied up at this point.
Amaranto playing a tremendous game so far. He's faced, that's his 17th shot on goal of the night. He's seen 30 come his way. Lucas taking the draw in the offensive zone for the Falcons. He'll lose it. Great job there by Arthurs. Played around Lucas. Dumps the puck around the cage. Forrest tries to top. Kroyman lets one fly. Deflected by Lucas in front. It's going to be a no-go. The Terriers on an odd-man rush the other way. They have three. Back check. Place to Arthurs. Arthurs saved by Hazelton. And the net will come off. But Blake Hazelton with a fantastic save to keep this knotted up at 0.
Wow, what a sequence of events this was. On one side, good looks for the Falcons, and they just can't find the puck on the top of the dots. 3-on-1 the other way, and then a fantastic look in the slot by Anthony Arthurs. The hot stick for Hiram and a big blocker save by Hazelton.
Hazelton, that's his 4th shot that he's faced of the day, and a big one at that. Able to come up big for the Falcons when they needed him most. So we have some confusion here on...
I think they're deciding whether the faceoff should be in zone or back to the neutral zone because of the net getting kicked off, but I think they're going to keep it where it is, which I believe is going to be the right call.
Keep the puck in zone here. Face-off for Sam West and the Terriers. Up top, great play by Haynes to keep it in. Penna battling behind the net for the Falcons. Tries to hit Lucas. Lucas, great physicality on the wall. And a shot lofted off of Hazelton's chest. It's going to be a rebound in front. Nobody for the Terriers able to capitalize. Brown blocks the shot. It's all over the place at the top of the blue line for both teams. Lucas, great chip pass to Forrest, able to relieve pressure. Penna stops behind the net. He'll reset for the Falcons. Forrest comes swinging by, fakes the drop pass. Penna taking a lot of space that's in front of him. He'll chip it to Lucas, who fires one around. Amaranto stops behind the net. Carter there to break it up. And Forrest tried to sneak one by Amaranto, who was caught lacking. Mitchell moved it over as a rebound opportunity for Flack. And now a 3-on-3 opportunity for the Falcons the other way. And a sharp angle shot from Newcomer off the shoulder of Amaranto. Reutemann at the top will loft one, blocked by Jentz. A turnover, Newcomer trying to capitalize. Has Jentz in the corner. Jentz will win that battle. But Gouvenal will end up with the puck for the Falcons. Makes a shifty move. Throws it in front. Nobody's home for the Falcons. Gouvenal gets the puck back to Reutemann, who lets one fly, but a flying block from Harrison Flack. Able to keep that one from getting fully through. Carter lets one go. Amaranto turns him wide. Reutemann, great move in the middle of the ice. Reutemann uncontested takes a shot, and Amaranto flashes the leather.
Wow, what action over the past couple of minutes. Back and forth hockey, but Falcons are going to get the better of the play here. See them cycle this around, taking the puck right to the slot, and fantastic glove save by Ian Amaranto. He's been stellar today.
I think Noah Reutemann was almost shocked with how much space and time he had after making that move at the blue line.
Well, the seas parted in the slot there, and he had a wide open lane up Main Street, and a smart heads-up play to take that space and drive to the front of the net.
Great job by Reutemann, the senior defenseman. As Petsky will end up with the puck for the Falcons. He's their extra skater. Orme Lynch takes a shot. Great block there from Ronaldo. There's a pass up top to Petsky. He's unable to handle it, and it'll go out of the zone. Pressured by the Terriers, and quick around in the neutral zone. Will the Falcons go? Worsing up top to Petsky. Petsky lets it go. Blocked by his own player, but on net, Kroiman comes flying and saved by Amaranto. As now the Terriers that again will try and come the other way as Arthurs floats one in. Kroiman settling it down. Long pass for Worsing. Just lets it go off his stick, and he'll head off for a change. Mitchell, wrap around pass to Vassallo. Gets away from him and ends up in the hands of Ochitwa. And Smith will settle it down for the Falcons. Lets it go to Van Wheely, who'll come up with steam. Van Wheely gallops to the neutral zone. Drops to Ochitwa. Ochitwa, great move, falling down was Prue. Penna up top, moves it to Osmus. Osmus taking his time, quick pass to Ochitwa. He's unable to get a full stick on it. Penna, nifty pass looking for Klugerman, but they're unable to connect. Haynes and this puck will float down the ice. It's going to be tipped, no icing call. Penna to retrieve. Penna, hard pressure and good pressure by Cam Dial, as he'll force an offensive zone draw for the Terriers.
This has been a really fast-moving second period as far as opportunities go. Each side getting their licks in. Still tied up. I'm amazed at this point.
Both goaltenders playing phenomenal. As Reutemann stops the puck behind the net. Great pressure from West. Moves it back to Fernandez. Fernandez still battling, chips it up top, looking for Pretorius. But now the Falcons will head the other way. That's Van Wheely. Moves it to Reutemann in front. Reutemann takes a shot. Amaranto. Nice blocker save towards the corner there. Check behind the net, trying to move a quick breakout pass to Fernandez. but the Falcons are able to keep it in. Chitwa nice move on the hash marks. Howard flicks it in deep with his one hand. Van Wheelie now. Great pressure causes a turnover to Ochitwa. He'll drive the net, takes a shot just wide of Amaranto. Klugerman up top to Ronan, moves it back to Ochitwa. He'll fire one, tipped by Van Wheelie. Rebound saved, Amaranto. Ronan lets one go. Amaranto again off of his chest, and the Terriers were clear.
Wow, those are two big stops for Amaranto. Right on the doorstep, the Falcons in prime position to score, and that left side pad of the Terriers netminder saying no once again.
Amaranto again keeping this knotted up at 0 as the Terriers will attack in the offensive zone. It's Pro, loses the battle, and out coming with the puck is Forrest. He'll move up the ice 3-on-3. He's got Lucas. He'll move to go in front. One-time shot from Brown will end up going wide. Forrest gets the puck back, moves in. He's got space. He'll take it, dishes it, looking for Lucas. He's unable to fully handle it. Lucas up top. He'll let one go over the net. Penna, top of the circle, lets one go again. Amaranto secures it in his chest.
We go back a couple of plays ago. This is that big stop on the backdoor chance by Amaranto. You see they work it to the top of the point, dish to the flank, and then the first one just goes bouncing through, and he's in the right position as he comes sliding across the crease. Falcons trying to generate a lot of their plays now in front of the net, just can't cash in.
I was looking at shot attempts right now. The Falcons have attempted 47 of them in this, as you're only a little bit over halfway into this second period. And the puck is just tipped wide of Amaranto there before it gets into the hands of Mitchell. Mitchell makes a nifty move behind the net. He sends Gouvenal to his knees. And now Arthurs drops it back. Shot just wide of Hazelton. Hard shot there from Tyler Arthurs. Received the drop pass from Anthony Arthurs. Penna loses the puck. Arthurs up top. Orme Lynch with good pressure. Arthurs pirouettes. Chips it behind the net, looking for Veloso up top. A great move and a shot off of Hazelton's blocker. Cole Mitchell let one fly. Hazelton with a good blocker save up into the netting.
I love this patience at the top of the blue line. See this get cycled down low. The puck will pop around the boards. Waiting. Toe drag, and then the shot through traffic. Hazelton with a great follow-up blocker save. Still tied at 0, 11:51 to go here in the second.
Terriers finally putting on some offensive pressure on the Falcons. As Czech will drive in, takes a sharp angle shot. Hazelton makes a nice save. Looking out in front was Fernandez. As now the Falcons turn it over again in their defensive zone. Sam West let one fly just wide. And now Maximu will go on a breakaway. Nifty move, and he sends one over. Maximu gets his own rebound, fires it. And that one somehow stays out.
Wow. How did that stay out of the net?
Maximu flying around. Orme Lynch and Maximu battling. But it'll be Czech that comes away with it. A nice kick from Fernandez. Clears the zone for the Terriers. And the Falcons trying to go quick. They do. They have numbers, a 2-on-0 here. Ochitwa to Van Wheelie. He's unable to score.
Wow. Amaranto. He's having one heck of a day.
And now the Terriers will try to go the other way. Poked away by Petsky. Moves it to Kroyman. Amaranto out without his stick for a little bit there. Van Wheelie tips it off his skate. No icing will be called. Able to put on pressure are the Falcons. Side pass to a moving Shane Ward was a little bit out in front. Now Van Wheelie drops it to Ochitwa. He was looking to move it back to Van Wheelie. A little bit behind him. As Prue dumps it in for the Terriers, and the Falcons will break out immediately. Here comes Klugerman. Just takes a shot, and it'll be tipped up over into the netting behind the cage.
Well, we got to talk about it. Back-to-back rushes. Amaranto, here's the first one on the breakaway. Just sprawls across, and that's shelved up top off the back of the glass. Open cage there, right there. Just gets it with the elbow. And I think we're going to get a timeout here. Give us some time to look at the second one. This is a developing 2-on-0 for the Falcons. A play that you have to convert on no matter what. You see they got numbers 2 in front, and they just can't connect on the pass. And we'll get some time to talk things over on both sides of the benches.
Yeah, Ian Amaranto, he's been busy. 29 shots on goal, and we're still in the second period. He's seen 51 leave sticks compared to Hazelton, he's seen 14 total. He's only probably seen 8 or 9 himself. 21 have left the sticks of Terriers. The timeout has 10 seconds left. Falcons hard pressure, but the Terriers coming right back in, almost the opposite end of what we saw in that first period.
Yeah, and it's a question of what more can you do at this point, because Concordia is playing great, and their chances are right there for them, but they've been absolutely snake bit this afternoon.
And not only Amaranto, but a great job by some of these Terriers flying out for blocks, as they blocked 12 shots from the Falcons. And again, we're only halfway through this second period. Forrest loses the draw to Arthurs. Lucas stops on the hash marks, throws it in deep to Brown. Arthurs coming out of the battle for the Terriers. Auspice, great play to pinch down. Tries to make a quick pass to Brown behind the net up top to Lucas, lets one fly, and that one will go wide. Auspice able to keep it in again. Auspice, great one-hand pass to Forrest, lets one go. Looking for a cross-ice pass to Brown, who loses his stick. Penna takes a tumble on the blue line, courtesy of Arthurs. And Arthurs will get right back up. Try and move to the middle. Forrest cuts between 2 Terriers. He'll try to make a nice move on the outside, but a great defensive play from Mitchell. Forrest, quick pass to Lucas. He can't score. And a backhand shot from Reutman goes into the glove of Amaranto.
Another glove save for Amaranto, flashing the leather. One of the struggles for Hiram right now is they're allowing Concordia to collapse in between the dots, which is not what you want. Shots coming from inside the house or the higher danger scoring opportunities. They're lucky to have their netminder and Ian Amaranto in net today.
As they'll set up to Amaranto's left for this faceoff. Gouvenaul will be taking it against West. Gouvenaul wins it to Carter. Up top to Reutman. Great move on the blue line. He splits 2 Terriers. He'll spin around to Gouvenaul, who'll dump it right back into Carter, coming up with steam. Circling around Carter with space, lets one fly. Amaranto with a strong blocker save, and the puck will leave the zone. Reutman will attempt to regroup for the Falcons. He moved it to Allard, and another turnover. As a shot by West rebounded a little bit. Hazelton able to control it and freeze the puck for the Falcons.
Good push there from Hiram to take it back the other way. They haven't gotten a quality scoring chance in a couple of minutes. Now they get an offensive zone faceoff. We'll see what they can set up here.
Yeah, Falcons struggling, turning the puck over at their own blue line. They've done it multiple times today. We've seen the Terriers get a couple of odd man rushes because of it. I think turnovers will be a story for both of these teams. Jens taking the faceoff. He'll lose it to Carter. Kroyman beats out Ward. Puck comes up top, and it'll be rang back in by Smilowitz. As the puck will leave the zone, Smilowitz just turns right around and flies one back in. A stretch pass picked off again at the blue line. Smilowitz, hard pass off of Ward's head. Deflects towards Hazelton. Now the Falcons trying to come the other way with speed is Newcomer. He'll fly around and just flies one on net. Amaranto with a clean save. Ronaldo pushes the puck up the ice for the Terriers. He dumps it right back in, and pressure from Smilowitz. Falcons have all 5 guys pushing the other way. Guvenal dumps the puck in. Smilowitz goes for an interesting change on the back check. Arthurs loses the puck. Maximu attempted to take it over, but great poise from Arthurs to maintain control. Over to Maximu on the far side. Falcons regain control in the offensive zone. Maximu wins a board battle to Orme Lynch. Throws it to the middle. Auspice, great play to himself, and a great stick lift by Tyler Arthurs. And now Arthurs will go the other way. Shoots it just wide. There's Anthony Arthurs on the shot for the Terriers. Maximu trying to beat out Haynes on the far side. Now Orme Lynch with a flying Worsing on the far side. He gets a tip. And guess who's there? It's Amaranto.
Story of the day. See this play develop all the way from the defensive zone. Falcons do a great job at chopping this out. Now it becomes a 2-on-1 flying down the wing, and a good pass. The backhand gets deflected, and the chest save by Amaranto.
It's a great job reading the play, does Amaranto. He's over there before that puck even is near Worsing's stick.
Well, you can see and sort of anticipate what's going to happen there, because he already had his defenseman shift over to the right. So he knows that that pass is probably going to come across, because guy at the top of the circle can't really shoot it from there.
As Amaranto made another great save there. Another pass over to Worsing. He was the one who sent that backhand tip into Amaranto. And a heavy hit from behind on Maximu. Owen Check sent him into the boards. Worsing cycled it back down, looking for Orme Lynch. It gets away from him. Petsky able to get a stick on it back behind the cage of the Terriers. Kroyman driving towards the middle. And now again taken away. Puck changing hands a few times here before settling down to Fernandez. Kroyman to Ochitwa on the breakout pass. He'll take his time, sends a long pass to Klugerman and connects. Klugerman spinning, throws one looking for Van Wheely, but it's picked off by Flack. Trying to chip it around Kroyman, but Kroyman stays steady. He's been a great defender the last 3 games for the Falcons. Petsky chips it in deep. Klugerman will pressure. Klugerman some great pressure on Shaq. Him and Orme Lynch in a battle. Attempted to look for Van Wheely, but the Terriers will head the other way. This is Pro on a 3-on-2 opportunity, but Van Wheely sits back, and now to go 3-on-2 the other way for the Falcons. And a long pass looking for Van Wheely is deflected. A great play there from Connor Randall. And now out front, a great pass by Ochitwa, and Van Wheely rings the iron. Van Wheely keeps the puck in at the blue line, but Ward is able to handle it for the Terriers. Their captain spins around and backhands one in deep. Ausmus sends one looking for Brown. It's picked off, makes its way back to Ausmus. As the Terriers are trying to get some offensive zone pressure. Smilowitz sent it in deep before Ausmus got his hands on it once again. And a great job here by Hunter Jens jumping up, getting a hand on it. No offensive pressure, but the Falcons are having a hard time breaking out of their own zone. Forrest on the offensive zone blue line. Lucas is whiffs on one. An ensuing battle happens. Arthurs comes away with it. And a great move by Arthurs as he moves it over to Vassallo, who lets one fly. And a great diving block from Noah Reutemann. Now the other way, Brown spins around. He stops, puck will make its way back in before a long pass makes it through a couple of skates. Under Reutemann's stick, turned over Now the Terriers come the other way as Forrest makes a quick chip pass. Lucas, he's got a flying Carter off the bench. Unable to find him. That's a great defensive play from Cole Mitchell. Arthurs makes a move and a great back check from Pierre Oliver Allard. Will settle it down. Roitman attempting to get away from Vassallo. Vassallo pressuring yet again. Roitman able to get away, interfered with a little bit there by Allard. No hand raised. Carter drives around with steam. He's got it. And another diving save by Amaranto.
Wow.
And now we have a 2-on-1 the other way. Saucer pass, and it's tipped. A great defensive play by Ronan. Back and forth these two teams go. We're still knotted up at 0. And it's going to make its way through a couple of bodies. Settled down by Ronan. Gouvenal lofts one in deep. Stopped by Amaranto behind the goal. And a great effort by Gouvenal. Sends the puck towards the middle of the ice, but a Falcon isn't there to capitalize. And now a chase down. Hazelton comes flying out. Smilowitz attempted to block the goaltender's shot. And chipped. And Smilowitz will move it to Jens before it's dropped to Ward. Ward flies one in front, tipped in the middle. It's a battle in front. It's still loose. It's a goaltender's show here at the AIA as the puck stays out. Orme Lynch makes a great move. Moves around the cage. Into the middle to Penna. Worsing will end up with the puck. Worsing drop pass to Osmus. Osmus drives in. He's got space, makes a move. Unable to get a full stick on that one. Penna over to Worsing. He'll let one fly. Blocked by Ronaldo. Orme Lynch in front to Penna now. He'll settle it down. Patience on the blue line from Penna. Kicks it to Maximil. Back to Penna. Quick pass to Orme Lynch. And guess who's there? Ian Amaranto stands up tall for the Terriers.
Well, I think both teams are going to have to buy their goaltender stakes after this game because they're keeping this game the score that it's at. This was the first chance for Concordia. You see them rush down the ice. Amaranto on his backside is able to somehow come up with that save. And then at the other side of the ice, it's Hazelton who gets a good look of his own right in the slot. Shuts the door, a couple of rebounds, and man, how does that one stay out?
35 shots now for the Falcons, 18 for the Terriers. That's Flack gets a stick on it. Arthurs will send Roitman flying into the boards. Allard spins around. Great play by Allard to maintain some space. He'll float one off a stick, and Roitman will control with heavy pressure from Anthony Arthurs. Moves it to Allard. Long pass to Klugerman. He'll throw it in front looking for Van Wheely. They connect, but it's going to be an offsides call. Chitwa stepped over a little early.
I think that might have been either the first or second offsides call that we've seen this entire period. All of the whistles are coming either off of icings or the goaltenders covering up the puck. It's pretty crazy to think that we've had such a continuous flow of play.
Yeah, you're right. We haven't seen many mistakes near the blue line for either team while entering the zone. As we have 26 seconds left in this second period, knotted up at 0 still. Klugerman will take space and he'll float around West. He'll float on multiple Terriers and he'll send one on goal. But again, a great block by this Terriers team. That time it was Gino Haynes. And a final push here from the Terriers trying to get one with only 4 seconds left. They need to loft one towards the net. It'll be spoiled by the Falcons as the clock hits triple zeros. And both teams will head into the locker room, 0-0. Now as we head into the locker room 0-0, I think that period was more even keel on both ends. Each team had their fair amount of scoring opportunities. Probably went a little bit more the Falcons' way. What do you think the Falcons have to do? Because really offensively it seems like they're doing everything right. The puck's just not going in the net.
Well, their first goal of the day is not going to be a pretty one, and at this point you got to start throwing everything in the kitchen sink towards Amaranto because he's stopping everything. The rebounds are going clean to the corner. He's on top of the puck. So at this point, shoot from anywhere. Throw one out of the corner just to change things up and see if you can catch him off guard. Make sure that there's somebody in front of the net at all times. You got to take his eyes away and see maybe if you can find the back of the net.
And on the flip side, I mean, you have the Hiram College Terriers trying to get some offense going. They do, but Hazelton's there to do the same thing Amaranto's been doing.
Well, yeah, they don't have the same amount of scoring opportunities that Concordia does, but when they are in the offensive zone and they do find shots on goal, they are quality. Another instance of a team that is doing everything right. Only thing that's not going their way, they can't find the back of the net just as yet. And my, oh my, was that a goaltending showdown for that second period. Some absolutely massive stops in both creases.
Yeah, phenomenal save after phenomenal save. We'll see if it carries over to the third period as we'll step away. Don't go anywhere. You're watching NCAA Division III hockey on Adrian College Television.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevy is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
These students who have worked so hard to achieve what so many never achieve. This evening you join the select company of people who hold a baccalaureate degree or a master's degree. You join a privileged group of individuals, a minority of persons in this country and an even smaller fraction from around the world who have had both the opportunity to pursue higher education and the intelligence, discipline, and determination to reach this goal. You should be very proud.
I will unquestionably miss being an Adrian College Bulldog. I will miss the pink flowers that light up the campus each spring, the dining halls that prompt exchanges of, "How's your day been?" after a long day of classes, and the sporting events that fill students with pride. I will miss the way this campus instantly feels like home each time I set foot on that Bulldog Mile.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
.54 total shots between these two teams, and not one single puck has been able to find the net. So we are 0-0 inside the Arrington Ice Arena. As we welcome you back inside the broadcast booth. I'm Michael Schubeck alongside my partner Alex Herman. Alex, like I just said, 0-0, 54 total shots between these two squads. Concordia, Wisconsin has hit the net on 36. How do you find a way to get past Amaranto? You obviously said at the end it's going to be dirty, it's not going to be pretty, but even the dirty opportunities they've had, Amaranto has said no.
Yeah, you got to bear down at this point. It seems like Concordia knows that they have the edge on the game, but they're just too tense. The chances where they're in front of the net and back doors wide open, or they have an open net, they're just flat out missing at this point. So you got to come out with some tenacity and some ferocity at this point. I mean, this goal that's going to go in the back of the net one way or other, it's going to be ugly. It's not going to be pretty. You're not going to be able to hang it in the Louvre. It's going to be off a rebound. It might be off of somebody's body. Not going to be one of those normal goal-scoring goals that we see from either of these two sides.
And Hiram comes out. They haven't generated too much offense, 18 shots on goal, which is a solid amount if you weren't comparing it to Concordia's 36. But a lot of their shots seem to be scattered all over the place. They haven't been able to find the middle of the ice too many times, only 3 or 4 shots from that prime middle of the ice area. How do you get to that middle of the ice if you are Hiram?
You just got to drive and find a way to penetrate past the Falcon defense, which has certainly played strong. I mean, you look at the shot chart, and the proof is in the pudding that the defense is there for Concordia, but maybe take some risks. You got to craft up some plays in between the house, and there needs to be motion while you're cycling around as well.
Yeah, we see some great stick work from both of these teams, but a lot of missed passes and a lot of mishandling from both of these squads, as we've seen the Terriers turn it over multiple times in their own end, and then Concordia has done it right back. A lot of the Terriers' offense has come from turnovers by the Falcons as we get set to start this third period. It's 71-71 at the face-off dot. That'll be Van Wheely and West. As the referee yelling at Klugerman on the far side as West will win the draw. It'll head back into the Terriers' end. Controlled here by Concordia, Wisconsin. Chitwa able to win a nice battle to Van Wheely, who fires one out in front. No one home there for the Falcons, and the puck will make its way down to Hazelton. Reutman has strong pressure from Fernandez. Quick pass to Howard, who will ring it to Klugerman. Klugerman. Great move around Olsen. And now Van Wheely fires one to Klugerman. Backdoor saved by Amaranto.
Wow, that's another grade A chance.
As he flashes a letter again on a shot from Ronan.
Look at this stop from Amaranto. Breakout starts from the opposite end of the ice. Falcons are flying downhill. They get over the line. They send it across. Shot towards the front. The deflection right there. Amaranto again sprawled out in the full split.
He's done a great job today at making sporadic big saves for this Terrier team. As Gustin lofts one out of the zone. Kroyman controls in center ice. Interesting play there. Might have went off the Terrier bench, but no call. We'll keep on playing. And a long throw from Pretorius. Ends up in the Falcons' end. Chipped puck. Great stick work there from Smilowitz, who moved it over to Jens, who fired one on Hazelton, but he flashes the leather easily.
Yeah, it's not a hard save for Hazelton to make. No traffic in front. Watch it all the way into the back of the webbing. He's going to get that just about 9.9 times out of 10.
As Forrest will win the draw over Arthurs. Penna loses it to Arthurs. His puck is just sitting in front. A little bit side of the goal. A shot rang there from Prue, but it's blocked, and here come the Falcons. 3-on-3 Forrest. Holds up, moves it to Penna, unable to get a skate on it. Now the Terriers attempting to go the other way. They have a 3-on-2 opportunity, but Penna will come on the back check. An errant pass there looking for Vassallo. And the Falcons attempt to break it out again. Forrest trying to move it to Lucas, but he lets it go a little bit too hard. It'll make its way all the way down the ice for an icing call. .18:05 left here in the third period. We're still knotted up at 0. Shots are 38-20 in favor of Concordia, Wisconsin. West taking the faceoff against Van Wheely. Sorry, that's Forrest. And a lofted shot on net. Hazelton initially didn't grab it cleanly, but he jumps right on top of it for the freeze. We get a line change here from Concordia, Wisconsin. Carter now steps in to take the draw on West. They'll win the face-off back. Haynes dealing with some pressure from newcomer. Haynes with no stick throws his arms high and tackles newcomer to the ground. But a great turnover caused by Olsen. Olsen loses the puck, but Fernandez is there for assistance. Carter making his way with steam up the ice. He's got Osmus flying in, chooses not to make the move. Throws it out front to Gouvenal. A little bit behind him. And Reutman will take it all the way back to the Falcons zone. A quick pass up to Gouvenal. Up to Newcomer. Newcomer chips it through the legs of Flack. Gouvenal on the blue line. Lofts one towards Osmus. Unable to get fully through. Now chipped up by the Terriers. Allard throws it D to Reutman. Reutman behind the net to Allard. Chipped off behind. Allard, quick pass to the middle. Great control from Orme Lynch. Kicks it out wide to Reutman. Takes his time. Stops, throws it behind, up top to Worsing. Steps in, fires. And a diving block by Carter Dworkowitz, and the puck makes its way to Amaranto.
Oh, man, you're going to need an ice pack for this one. This is an A-grade soak by Carter Dworkowitz. You see this start on the right side of the wing. They'll dish it up to the point, and Dworkowitz, no fear, no hesitation, right to the back of the leg. Soft spot in the padding right there. He's going to feel that one for the next day or two. But that's one that earns you more time on the ice, some extra shifts, and I'm sure somebody's going to give him a glass of Gatorade to try and refuel after that.
Dworkowitz hit him right in the side where you don't want to be hit. No padding there. As Worsing will win the draw back. Patsky. Threw it around, Worsing unable to grab it. Terriers try to break out. It'll be chipped up the boards by Jentz. Looking for Ward. No one able to hand it. Worsing, fans on a dump in. Made its way as the Terriers try diving in. Petsky loses it as Jentz there. And Ward comes flying in with a great body on Petsky. And now some pressure here from the Terriers. Smilowitz fires one. Not in good position. Orme Lynch almost had a break. And two Falcons send check to the boards. Orme Lynch moves it to Maximiu. Maximiu turning around, but Arthurs is there, loses the puck. It's going to be backdoor, and great stick work from Amaranto. Maximiu sends one towards the goal. Hits off the side, and now Arthurs will push the puck up the ice for the Terriers, but it's picked off at the blue line by Penna. Nifty move by Penna. He gets sent right down by Pretoris. Arthurs at the blue line, makes a nice move around Klugerman. Arthurs trying to move it through the skates of Van Wheely, but Van Wheely able to handle that one. A shot blocked, and Klugerman's going to go away. He's got a 2-on-1. Orme Lynch to his side, saucer pass, off back, and a golf swing by Klugerman sends it over the goal.
Wow, another 2-on-1 opportunity just absolutely squandered by the Falcons. Just can't seem to buy one.
And Ochitwan fires one off the bar. Van Wheely in the middle of the ice. Tries to move it to Klugerman. But here come the Terriers. It's Arthurs. Stops up, unable to handle it cleanly. Moves it over, fires one on goal. Tipped wide, Hazelton. Right in front. Didn't make it through. Spin around. And a great play by Van Wheely. He's unable to get pure contact. Reutman sends it out of the zone. Klugerman. It's a 3-on-3 opportunity, 4-on-3. For the Terriers, they had numbers come off the bench. Orme Lynch tosses it to Van Wheely. Klugerman in front of Van Wheely, who lets one go. Blocked in front again by the Terriers. Gino Haynes. Now up to 16 blocks on the day are the Hiram Terriers.
I think at this point, Amaranto's got a couple of extra goalies playing in front of him at this point because Terriers are soaking a heck of a lot of shots. They're laying down the body on the line.
40 shots on goal for Concordia, 68 total shot attempts, 16 of those being blocked by the Terriers. As now Dial move it quickly to Flack, who with steam chips it around, tries to beat Forrest, but a great defensive play there. Kroyman lifts it a little bit, but successfully moves it to Brown. Ronan with steam, stops up, and it's taken away here. And now here come the Terriers. Auspice on D, driving in, and a quick shot gets kind of tossed around in the padding of Hazelton. But great job there by Marcus Olsen.
Yeah, this was scary for Hazelton because he read the play correct. You see, drive down the right side wing. His intention is to stick this to the opposite corner, and he just shifts a little bit too early with his block of shoulder, and it gets lodged underneath his pad. That's why you saw him kind of hesitate to go and look where it was.
So quick shot off the draw by Sam West. Scared Hazelton. Now Brown, quick move. Lucas will come and gather it. Forrest with Penna tipped off and a glove save. Flashing the leather yet again is Amaranto.
Wow, oh wow. This kid is unbelievable. Another 2-on-1 or 2-on-2 coming down the ice. Cross-ice feed deflected. Oh, that's such a difficult stop to make. And he made it look so easy. Ian Amaranto, take a bow. You're having a career day without a doubt.
So we head to the draw here. Offensive zone draw for Concordia. Forrest will take it. Wins it back to Lucas, who sends one over the net. It was deflected. Ward able to chip it out almost for the Terriers, but Forrest clear shot. And laying out again is Neil Pertuis. Pertuis will send it down the ice, but a precise dump as it lands on Hazelton's stick. And Ward with pressure will cause him to cover it.
You know, one of the interesting things that I was starting to notice was Hiram bench over the past couple of minutes, up on their feet, on their bench. To the right, the Falcons are sitting, and even though we're tied, it feels like maybe there's some nerves to the bench to our right and the guys in blue.
I think, like you said, on paper coming into this one, Concordia might expect it a little bit more of an easier game compared to what Hiram's giving them a lot of effort. But again, this is their third game in 3 days. Gouvenal whiffs on it, and now here comes Arthur. He'll chip it off the boards, looking for Arthur's as well. He'll make it all the way back. Looking for a chip in front was Tyler Arthurs. Ronaldo. Back before Whitman for the Falcons is able to corral it. Drops it back to Flack. And then Newcomer unable to handle it. As Ronaldo will send it back. Quick play in front to Gouvenal. And a loose puck shot rings the iron. Newcomer. A grade A opportunity there for the Falcons. Carter. And great body from Noah Prue. Keeps Carter from going anywhere. Middle of the ice. Shifty move from Vassallo. He'll dump the puck in, but it's blocked by Newcomer, and the Falcons will attempt to come the other way. But great awareness. Orme Lynch lets one go. Dial moves up the ice. So he makes a quick chip to Flack, who will send one on goal. Hazelton, easy stick to the corner. Flack still pressuring. Dworkowitz in the corner with him. They'll spar it out with Kroyman and Worsing. Orme Lynch comes away with the puck in the end. Worsing. Move to the outside. He'll drive. Take it around the net. Up top to Auspice. He can't fully handle it. And a quick pass to Dial as he'll attempt to go away. Worsing. Pressure quickly caused a turnover. Maximu stops, spins, moves it to Orme Lynch, who's got time. He'll fire it. And it'll end up going out of the zone yet again. Auspice now with steam. He'll speed through the neutral zone. Quick pass out to Orme Lynch, unable to handle it. Maximu fires a spinning shot. Just wide. Quick pass to the middle. The Terriers trying to go the other way, but the Falcons cause another turnover. Maximu, great move, but even better defense from Cole Mitchell. Now the Terriers will just try to clear it, but Worsing keeps it in. More pressure from the Falcons. He fires one, and Moranto able to get the freeze.
That slot area in the offensive zone for Concordia has been clogged up over the past couple of minutes. They're trying for that drop pass one-timer, see if they can bang one home. But it's pretty clear that the defense for Terriers reading those kinds of plays, and they're standing in front waiting to block some shots.
Terriers unfazed in the block shot categories. Ochitwa and Pretorius take a tumble. And a tip in front. And like you said, it's dirty. Connor Van Wheely sitting there to score the first of the game for Concordia, Wisconsin.
Well, exactly what the doctor ordered. Shot from the point here. is what's going to start this play. Not from the slot. Outside of the house, the rebound in front. Falcons were waiting. It's stuffed in the back of the net. And finally, our first score of the day, the Falcons lead at 1-0 with 10:15 to go in the third.
That's Connor Van Wheely's 13th goal of the season and his 25th point. Extends his point streak to 5 games. Forrest will take the draw. Hiram has 10 minutes and 15 seconds left to answer. Some confusion as Shields is waiting to drop the puck. He'll send both centermen out. It'll be Brown coming in to take the draw against Smilowitz. Brown will win it, and it'll be dumped in by the Falcons, and a quick icing call, setting up Hiram in prime position.
Shots on goal at the moment, 45-23. Favor of the Falcons. A lower shooting period so far, just about at the halfway point.
Amaranto close to seeing 50 on the night. He's seen 76 leave sticks. As Forrest moves it quickly to Lucas, and it's a quick bang-bang play, and the Falcons are away. Forrest unable to handle it in the middle of the ice for Concordia. That'll be a quick dump by Vassallo, trying to generate some offense here. They've struggled at the start of this period. That's a turnover in front. Arthur's unable to get a full stick on it. Prime opportunity for the Terriers there, spoiled. Forrest makes a chip move. Great body from Gino Haynes. Able to keep any momentum from Forrest as he gingerly goes off. Vassallo blows a tire in the neutral zone. There to corral it is Penna. Penna moves up the ice with a purpose. Van Wheely takes it around, chips it, looking short side, but he sends a little bit too high. Dial out of the zone. Hard pressure, chipped away, and again not able to get a clean stick on it are the Terriers. Flack that time. Hayes has it taken away by Klugerman, who drops it to Ochitwa. He lofts one towards Amaranto, and he makes the save.
I like the idea to fire this puck from the outside hash mark, because I don't think Amaranto was expecting him to let that one go where he did. A lot of his momentum was heading forward, going towards the red line, so I think the assumption was that he was going to skate it around the cage.
More offensive pressure from the Falcons as the Terriers win the faceoff. Great job by Sam West. As it's chipped up. Another long desperation play for Marcus Olsen. Olsen still pressuring here as great edge work by Klugerman. Van Wheely ends up with the puck on his stick. Allard moves it quickly outside to Reutman. Reutman, great pass to Klugerman. He's unable to fully handle the puck. Klugerman up top to Allard. Allard down low to Klugerman, who will spin around and cycle it back in deep, looking for Van Wheely, and he finds him. Reutman, a lot of time behind the net. He'll spin around. Still with the puck is Reutman. Reutman pirouettes up top, takes a shot towards the goal, deflected easily by Amaranto. Allard dumps him back in deep. Ronaldo back there before Ochitwa is able to control the puck for the Falcons. Ochitwa drives around. Shot towards the middle off a skate in front. Unable to make it completely towards the goal. Petski lets one fire, and that one's just wide. Ronaldo behind the net, trying to break out for the Terriers. They will have that opportunity. Pro moved it to the middle to West. West trying to dump it in deep, but a great stick there by Klugerman and Van Wheely. Van Wheely flies, drop pass to Klugerman. He throws one towards the net. Van Wheely again, great save by Amaranto, and the rebound is again stopped by Amaranto.
Again, Amaranto laying out just about everything that he can at this point. Trying to keep his team in this, and another example of him just doing his job.
Concordia, Wisconsin, one shot away from that 50 mark on the day. And they'll get the 50th right there in front. Rebound saved, Amaranto. As a high puck is able to leave the zone for the Terriers. But right back come the Falcons. Newcomer is taken hard into the boards by two Terriers. Move on the blue line by Carter. He's going to still maintain the puck. Gouvenal gets a small stick on it. For the Terriers regroup, that's Gustin trying to make a play up the ice. But Carter on the turnover. He's got Newcomer going through. Lets it kind of float for Penna. Controls back for the Falcons. He'll let one fly from the point. It'll be just wide. Terriers, good control here. Chipped up over. Looking for Pretorius, who will turn around and fire one into the zone. Penna to regroup. Drop pass quickly to Gouvenal. Gouvenal to Newcomer on the blue line. He'll spin around. Before deflected, and we have a break. It's Arthur's. Arthur's opportunity. Shot just wide. Great opportunity from Tyler Arthurs. Penna to Newcomer on the blue line. Chips it in. And the Terriers will send it right back the Falcons' way.
I think it's possible that Hazelton might have gotten a piece of that puck with the glove.
Could have been, might have saw a small deflection there.
Get a chance to grab a second glance at it. This is another instance where forecheck for Hiram does a great job as this steal comes down, and kind of tough to see from up here, but looking at it in real time, I think there was a little bit of a deflection.
I think you're right. That puck took a little bit of a sharp turn towards the boards as we get a timeout call here from Concordia. As we sit here for a second for 55, we will send it away. Don't go anywhere. It's a one-goal hockey game on ACTV.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1:15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
We welcome you back inside the Arrington Ice Arena. After a timeout, it's an offensive zone draw for Hiram. They'll try to draw something up. They're unable to cleanly win the faceoff. Puck dumped back into the corner. Reutman will send one high and out of play.
I think we're still a couple of minutes away from seeing any motion to our left from Ian Amaranto heading to the bench for the extra attacker, but if the Terriers don't score before, I would say, the next 2.5, 2:45, at some point you'll see him head to the bench.
Still yet to see a penalty in this game.
Crazy to think that's what's happening.
Especially after the night the Falcons had yesterday.
Yes.
11 penalties taken from this team. Just 24 hours later, they've taken 0 so far. Up front, Hiram with an opportunity. Shot from the point, and a great save by Hazelton.
Ooh, that one was close. Very, very close, and a aware blocker save from Hazelton. See, waiting at the top of the blue line, Gino Haynes will get this puck out of the corner, and maybe if he kept that one lower, I would have had a better chance for a loose rebound.
The Terriers win it up top quickly. Try to go D-to-D, but it's going to leave the zone. On the receiving end was Owen Check, who sent it right back in deep. The Falcons now with possession in their own end. Lucas with steam, but it's redirected by Brown to Forrest, who drives in on a break. Unable to get a clean stick on it. Amaranto there anyways. Pretorius settles it down for the Terriers. Now Czech will throw it before intercepted here by Kroyman. Great play, throws it in front. And a great job by the Terriers keeping the puck away from their netminder. Ward, quick play, trying to get something going. Spin around shot, saved by Hazelton. A great opportunity there from Keith Smilowitz.
I like that the shot was kept on the ice too. You're looking for that pass-off pad play. See maybe if it bumps out to the top of the paint. But squeezing the 5-hole, Blake Hazelton. He's also had an excellent day as well.
Hazelton coming in for relief of Cameron Herdlinka early in that first period. He's been sound all day long. This puck gets thrown in front. Dangerous play there, but a great stick by Hazelton. Penna lofts one, looking for Ochitwa. He will get there. And Connor Van Wheely was sitting back door, but a great back check from Ronaldo took him away. Van Wheely taking the face-off against Anthony Arthurs. He'll win it to Ochitwa, but a great stick there by Tyler Arthurs. Osmus gets bodied by Tyler Arthurs. Chipped up. Puck going everywhere here at the blue line of the Falcons. Osmus will calm it down. Van Wheely now chipping it into himself. Rings it around up top to Penna. Penna fires one back in deep. Klugerman chipped up to Osmus. He'll let one fire. It's just wide. Great stick by Amaranto. We're going to hand pass here called on the Falcons. The face-off will move out of the zone. .327 left here in the third period. Concordia, Wisconsin leads by 1. It's been a tight matchup all night long. Great defensive battle. We get some confusion figured out. Puck will finally drop. Dyer will lose the faceoff to Guvenal. Reutman fires one in and connects with Amaranto's pads as Allard now in the neutral zone. Fires it, but Dworkowicz able to settle it down on a D-to-D play to Czech. Czech struggling to handle the puck on his stick there. Now a battle ensues. Flack able to chip the puck in deep. Hard pressure on Reutman, but he blows a tire. Guvenal. Quick pass to Carter. Tries a toe drag, but great stick work from Czech. Guvenal now in front, and a swinging newcomer will miss. Flack trying to chip it out of the zone yet again. He'll barely get there, but Guvenal played great all day. Had a couple of offensive opportunities in that first period that were spoiled by Amaranto. Kroyman will settle it down, take some time away here. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in this third period. Picked up from Orme Lynch. Great move, but it's turned over again at their own blue line. And the Terriers turn over right back. Orme Lynch able to stay on side. Maximu drives to the outside. Goes around the cage, stops, twirls, moves it to Orme Lynch. Orme Lynch has it taken away by Olsen. In front, we have a rebound. Maximu sitting there. Great defensive play by the Terriers in front. Worsing lets one go, blocked. Maximu. Up top to Penna. Penna, D-to-D to Osmus. Osmus lets one go. Amaranto there to block it away. And now the Terriers trying to make a break. 1:30 left. Amaranto wanted to go. Terriers trying to gain some offensive zone time so they can pull their goaltender.
That last 2-minute frame there really did not help Hiram out, who were just looking to get down the ice to set up in the offensive zone to see if they could tie this game, but they were just hemmed into their D end.
And still pressuring hard are the Falcons. Van Wheely lets that one go. Chitwa makes a move in the corner, just trying to delay time. We're down to 1 minute left in this third period. Finally, the Terriers will enter the offensive zone, and there goes Amaranto. It'll be a 6-on-5 here for the last 48 seconds, barring a goal. Up top, will be controlled by the Terriers. Pretorius.
I think they're calling too many men on the ice here. The question is, who is it against? Oh, man.
They had 7 players on the ice.
Wow. Hiram, the only penalty of the day in the last 30 seconds of the game.
A miscommunication on the bench is going to cost them, as they had 7 players on the ice. Not even a fight from Coach Curto, as he knows their players made a mistake. That really kills them. Had that offensive zone opportunity. They were actually dialing some pressure up. Nick goes right away. Is now with 37.5 seconds left. It's a 5-on-4 power play for the Falcons. Van Wheely wins the draw back to Klugerman. As a flying Olsen tried to intercept the puck, and the Falcons will control on the power play. A last-ditch effort from the Terriers. And Amaranto makes the easy save in his chest. The Terriers win that puck back. Play goes on. 17 seconds left here at the AIA. To no avail. The Terriers cannot get out of their own zone. There's 8 seconds left. Carter will fire a last-second shot. Amaranto makes one more save. And the clock will hit triple zeros. For the first time this weekend, the Falcons are able to pick up a win.
Wow, what a game between these two sides. You know, I anticipated that it was probably going to be a close game, but I didn't think it was going to be that close. 1-0 our final. And you have to say player of the day's got to go to Ian Amaranto, because he was unbelievably stellar through 60 minutes, stopping 54 out of 55.
Phenomenal game from Ian Amaranto. Blake Hazelton, great day as well. He came in off the bench. He stopped 22 of 22 shots that he faced on the day. Overall, Concordia, Wisconsin able to pick up the 1-0 win. What do you do in the locker room, and what does this do for the ride back to Wisconsin?
Well, it's nice to be able to pick up a win, but I'm sure the message is we got to do a little bit better next time, because this is a team that you really should dominate on paper, and 1-0 is just not going to cut it against some of the other NCAA opponents that you face off with during the regular season. And not to mention, too, I mean, at one point Concordia beat St. Norbert, who's in the top 10 and in the top 5 as well. So a 1-0 win, of course, take any day. A win is a win, but I'm sure they're going to have a lot to talk about coming up.
But, I mean, they have a lot to talk about. 1 goal went in, but, I mean, they dominated every stat category. 56 shots, 89 shot attempts. They had the 1 power play there in the final seconds due to a miscue by Hiram. They won 35-21 in the face-off dot. Hiram had more blocked shots, but really in the offensive categories they did well. Amaranto just shut them down nicely.
He did, and he made the saves that he had to. He pushed rebounds to the corners when it was sitting there right in front of him. He was able to jump on top of it. I mean, there were backdoor plays, breakaways, just about everything that you could find. Amaranto was up to the test. He played an absolutely fantastic game.
Concordia, Wisconsin back in NCAA action next weekend. as they are home versus Marian College, and they do a home and home there to end their season. For Hiram, they will travel to Albertus Magnus College in New Haven, Connecticut on February 13th. Well, they'll play a 2-game set before playing 2 more to finish the season on February 20th and 21st in Cleveland, Ohio. It's a 1-0 game here in favor of Concordia, Wisconsin. From all of us here at ACTV, myself, Michael Schubeck, my partner, Alex Herman, our camerawoman tonight, Kendra Shoup. We thank you and have an outstanding night.